Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Pam Blair. Today we're in the lush Oregon Coastal Range, one of my favorite places to go hiking outside of Portland. We're going to go on an amazing adventure together, and I cannot wait to show you around. Let's go. The Oregon Coastal Range is truly magical. Whether you love hiking, swimming, fishing, or foraging for mushrooms, there are endless adventures in this space. It's one of my favorite places to come swimming in pure alpine water. Now I'm going to meet my good friend Toby Joy, owner of Wild Pup Adventures. I'm here today with my friend Toby Joy, owner and pack leader of Wild Pup Adventures. So she's going to take me on one of her wild adventures with her pack today, but I want to get an idea of how this whole thing works before we go out there. So Toby, you shared with me an incredible story about how you started your business. Would you please tell me that again?
Yeah. Anytime I tell this story, I think about my dog Pup, because she was really the one who started this, and I miss her and I love her so much. So I was working a really stressful job, and I felt a lump in Pup's neck at the time and took her into the vet and got the news that she had 5 months to live. Like, it was going to be exactly pretty much 5 months. And I just realized, like, I have to make the most of every day that we have left and go on adventures like we had in the past. And I'm not willing to waste my time in this job anymore. So I quit, and I committed myself to do that with her. And within, I'd say, a week of us going out and adventuring, it was just this idea happened. And right away I started, I got a website and I started the business. I made it all official. I just realized other people would love to send their dogs and, to have this amazing experience weekly.
How do you communicate with the pack? How does that work?
It's a complex thing, honestly, but to say it simply, the whole pack understands what's expected. They know the routines, they know the commands that I've been using working with them for a long time. And so when a new dog joins, they learn from me, but more so the pack. So when I say, oh, to the right, to the left, or whatever the complex command might be, they're just like, what's everybody else doing? And they do that. So over the next month or so, they just learn it all.
That's amazing. I can't wait to see it in action. So you load all these dogs up in your van, and how does that happen? Do they have assigned seats? What's the deal?
Oh, them all getting in and where do they go and stuff? Well, I let the dogs pick their own seats. So today we had kind of a group that some of the dogs didn't know each other super well. So especially when they were entering, I let them read other dogs' body language to determine, how do they feel about me? How do they feel about personal space? Should I sit next to this dog or this dog? And they can read that with each other. So I give them a lot of respect and allow them to choose. There are some times where I might be like, that's not a good decision.
I'm getting this image of a school bus. The kids
exactly.
A school bus. I'm not going to sit by him or her today.
Yeah. And sometimes two troublemakers will want to sit next to each other. And I'm like, no, that's not happening.
That's amazing. So you mentioned to me that sometimes when you're driving in the van, they're talking back there. And I have this image of kids talking. What do they say,
Oh my gosh, so many things. Well, how to sum these things up? Sometimes it's hard to translate the dog stuff that I'm experiencing into human language. Some might say, are we there yet? This is boring, or get out of my way. You're in my personal space. They might be like, oh, you're annoying me, to a neighbor. They say all kinds of things. Yeah.
I love it. So what are we going? You're going to take me on an adventure with this pack of 11 today, right?
Yep.
What are we doing?
We are going to go to this amazing lake. I've been coming here for years. I love it. And we're just going to swim around the lake as a pack. So we're going to stop at little points along the way and let them, take a break and play and do whatever they want. And then we'll just keep going.
I love it. I cannot wait to be part of the pack. So let's do it.
It's going to be fun.
Well, that was a little wild and crazy, but so much fun. Thank you so much for coming along on our adventure today. We'll see you next time on The American Dream. Yay!